Hey, y'all. We finna get us a reading for the sign of Leo. As you know, I've already began my pre-shuffle before I press the record button. So, I'm gonna cut the deck and we're gonna get into it with the main energy for the sign of Leo. Now, Leo, bottom of the deck, we have 4 cups. So right now, somebody is being stubborn. They may be being closed off to offers, like especially emotional offers right now. Somebody may be in deep thought, trying to ground themselves out, do some meditating or something like that. With this 4 of Cups, it's giving me that somebody might feel as if they're missing messages or something like that. It's something that somebody is not paying attention to, though. First card out, we have 8 of Cups. So with this 8 of Cups, it's giving me that somebody wants to walk away from a situation. They may feel as if the obstacles has become too big to bear. Not to mention, somebody might be given some type of empty offers or something like that. I'm hearing the individual is noticing that something is hidden. Like somebody is not all the way forthcoming with something. I'm hearing something that they know and another person can feel it. Then we have the World card. So somebody is closing out a cycle, moving forward on closing out a cycle. The World card speaks of, you know, not only an ending of a contract, a completed contract, but it also speaks of like fulfillment. You know, something being brought into full circle. And you have a Queen of Cups. This Queen of Cups is somebody who's a healer. Somebody who's very compassionate. It seems like it's some type of goals or achievements or something like that as well. Because you know, with this Queen of Cups, this is somebody who's a seer, somebody who's empathic, can feel emotions or something like that as well. So you may very well be in this Queen of Cups energy, balancing your feminine energy, masculine or feminine. Yeah, you have the Moon card. So this is speaking of illusions, you know, mystery, something being hidden, somebody being focused on something that may be veiled, may be covered or something like that when it comes to these achievements. Or somebody's success, something that somebody, you know, would deem... But you have an Ace of Wands and an Empress energy. So with this Ace of Wands, this is some type of new inspired action that somebody is taking. This might be some type of new project or something somebody is moving forward on. And you have an Empress energy. This Empress is somebody who's very abundant, very prosperous. Somebody who's very fertile as well, too. You have King of Wands. So this King of Wands energy is a visionary and natural leader. This King of Wands seems to be taking some type of forward movement when it comes to this Empress energy. Or doing some type of exploring or something like that. Somebody is trying to figure something out. Again, taking forward movement. Okay, both of them would have came out. I only need one of them, though. We got the Queen of Cups that flip. So, because this King of Cups is also, you know, somebody who's balanced within their emotions. This is somebody who is empathetic as well. This could be a masculine energy who is very intuitive. You know, okay, and we got the Magician that came out. So somebody is trying to manifest something, trying to keep their emotions steady while trying to manifest something. Really trying to manifest something, because you had the Page of Swords when I just split the deck and the Wheel of Fortune is on the bottom. Like somebody is really trying to think of something that speaks of somebody with a very energetic mind. So again, with that 4 of Cups in deep thought. What is this 8 of Cups about? Clarify this 8 of Cups for Leo. You have 7 of Wands. So somebody is deciding to leave behind the challenges. It's given that somebody found themselves in a position of having to take many actions, you know what I mean, that is really given they weren't planned. You know, like somebody is being caught off guard. They're finding themselves in a position where they are having to constantly defend themselves. It's always obstacles. What is this Seven of Wands about? What are these obstacles? You have the Death card in the reverse. So somebody may be fearful of change, trying to stop something from shifting or something like that. You know, this Death card in the reverse is like, again, like a stagnant energy. You have Three of Cups. Three of Pentacles. This Three of Pentacles is speaking of somebody, you know, working with another individual, implementing ideas, trying to build something. So somebody is finding it challenging to work with somebody. What is they working on? What is this? You got Ten of Cups, some type of fulfillment. And all, be all. This speaks of some type of domestic harmony, you know. So this might be some type of family or something like that. Some type of hidden family work or something somebody was doing. What is this Ten of Cups? You got Wheel of Fortune and Six of Pentacles. So this Wheel of Fortune speaks of, you know, life cycles. Yeah, somebody just wanted to be happy in life or something like that. They may have felt like maybe they was dealt a shitty hand or something. And with this Wheel of Fortune, it speaks of unpredicted events, you know. And with the Six of Pentacles speaks of somebody reaping what they have sown. You know, it can be, you know, two people being generous or somebody being generous with another individual, like giving and receiving. Yeah, somebody wanted a Nine of Pentacles type lifestyle, though. It's a luxurious lifestyle. And with this Four of Pentacles, they was refusing to let it go. Something ended when it came to this exchange, this giving and receiving, but somebody refused to let something go. Yeah, that's that Death card in the reverse, that ending. It's really given, though, you know, somebody was more so in the position of like being in exchange with somebody where they were able to give the bare minimum. Clarify this for Pentacles. You have Temperance energy, so something balanced out with this energy. Somebody was supposed to learn. It's really given that they had operated in a certain energy for a long enough amount of time. And again, they were supposed to heal something. This is also going to touch base on divine intervention. Some type of good omens or something like that. You got Seven of Swords. So even with this contract ending, somebody still decided to try to be in some type of deceitful energy. That's what they found challenging. To continue to hide these trickster ways or something like that. Somebody thought that they had gotten away with some type of past energy. What is this Seven of Swords? Gotten away with what? Gotten away with what? It's like somebody was so focused in one direction that they didn't pay attention to the different obstacles that was actually in front of them. And again, you have Nine of Wands. With this Nine of Wands, this speaks of somebody being protected. Somebody having the resources that they need. Somebody preparing themselves for like the worst case scenario. This is even like gearing up, like soldier, like armory or something like that. With this Death card in the reverse. Yeah, somebody didn't want to let go of some type of action. What is it? Five of Wands. Conflict. When it came to this Three of Pentacles, it may have created some type of conflict, another person's protection or your protection, you know, against whatever deceitful energy somebody was in. It made trouble for this group because you were able to balance something out, or somebody was supposed to let something go. They did something too much. Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands. Goodness, I'm calling them out all wrong. Block that off, Spirit. Eight of Swords. With this Eight of Swords energy, this conflict that these people was presenting was supposed to put somebody in some type of mental prison or entrapment when it came to this Ten of Cups. Again, this is given like unknown. Something was taking place unknown to another person. And it was something very toxic that was going on within what was supposed to be somebody's harmonious setting. Give me more. Page of Wands came out sideways with this Wheel of Fortune. We're going to go ahead and put them in the upright. Yeah, a tower ended up taking place to something that somebody was trying to build. Something somebody was exploring when it comes to these life cycles. Somebody just was living, being real free-spirited. Promiscuous is what I'm getting to. So somebody may have been not known, or you didn't know, you know what I mean, what was being built outside or something. With this Hierophant energy, somebody was operating in, it's like their own terms. Somebody was building their own rules. They was going against spiritual law when it came to this Six of Pentacles, this giving and receiving again, which is why now one is reaping what they have sown. It's like they were very determined to get this satisfaction, like what they deemed to be, you know, their end all be all. And they didn't care who needed to be stepped on or what needed to be done in order to get there. What is this Hierophant energy in the reverse? Shit, okay. You got Knight of Swords. So this Knight of Swords speaks of somebody rushing in and defending their beliefs. Somebody going against the grain, knowing that they're going against the grain, but simply not caring. This is somebody who's very ambitious, like very determined to see something through. It's like a tower. They wanted something to be a breakdown. But it's giving some type of hold off energy, like somebody was trying to save something. Hold off. Look, Three of Swords. This Three of Swords speaks of heartbreak, grief, sorrows. Somebody was supposed to heal something, though, with this Temperance energy right next to it. They were supposed to heal that, not hold on to it. So what's going on with this Queen of Cups energy? Queen of Pentacles. When it comes to this Seven of Swords, is this Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles the same person before? Hangman energy. New perspective, yes. Okay, Hermit. So this Queen of Cups, again, this seer, this healer, this alchemizer. Alchemist, yes. Okay, with it. It's given that this Queen of Cups healed themselves or something like that, or you were able to heal yourself in a situation to become more stable. This Queen of Pentacles is somebody who's nurturing, you know, somebody who's stable, somebody who's financially independent, somebody who is able to take care of their self, their family, their other responsibilities. And again, with the Seven of Swords, somebody was in some type of energy, some type of backstabbing energy that they found challenging. It's challenging to do this to you. You got Justice in Ace of Swords. This Queen of Pentacles is getting justice. That's the scales being balanced out, some type of truth and honesty being found in the situation, which is why you're being protected when it comes to this Death card in the reverse. Somebody refusing to let a cycle close due to them not liking change. And with this Ace of Swords, it's some type of mental clarity that you have, or you've had some type of mental breakthrough or something like that when it comes to this conflict in this group. You know what was going on. You know why it was going on. You know all of this. What's this Ace of Swords energy? Look, Magician. It's creating new conflict when it comes to this Magician energy. Because, again, somebody was planning on another person being isolated in this Eight of Swords energy when it came to this Ten of Pentacles. Somebody being outside the unknown. But Star card, somebody actually gained some type of enlightenment. This speaks of a Magician energy keeping faith in what it was that they was trying to take action on when it came to these life cycles. What is this? Two of Cups. This speaks of a contract, some type of mutual agreement or something like that. When it came to a third party, this Hierophant energy in the reverse. Again, somebody was very determined to do things their way in order to reap the benefits. Three of Wands in the reverse. They lack foresight. Again, with the Knight of Swords rushing in right next to that. Somebody just wanted to defend what it was that they had. They wanted to protect what they wanted to hold on to. They didn't care about what was right or what was wrong. You know what I mean? So again, they lack direction, lack motivation. Like somebody, they just, yeah, they stuck. Give me more with this Three of Wands. Five of Swords. Some type of bully mentality. Somebody was very determined to cause some type of heartbreak, I'm telling you. Like, determined to win at all costs. Was not willing to accept defeat at all. Like somebody refused to walk away from something and leave it behind. What's this Moon card energy? It's given that they only creating stress for themselves. You got Queen of Swords. What was hidden is something that this Queen of Swords knew when it came to this trickster energy. Give me more on this Queen of Swords. This Queen of Swords done set some type of boundaries or something like that. This Queen of Swords done stepped into her authority. Moving forward when it comes to justice and protecting themselves. See, you ain't playing no games. What's going on with this Chariot energy? Seven of Pentacles. This speaks of what somebody is invested in. Somebody viewing a picture for the long haul. The work that they're going to have to do in order to receive any type of reward. Again, somebody now understand that it's some type of conflict or some type of competing petty competition going on amongst this group energy that they was working with. What's this Seven of Pentacles energy? Nine of Pentacles. Somebody was real invested in this lifestyle that they was trying to manifest. Unbeknownst to you or unbeknownst, you know what I mean, to whoever. A tower done took place, so it's been a complete breakdown or a sudden change when it came to this lifestyle. Seven of Cups. A bunch of illusions. Somebody had a lot of wishful thinking. They had their emotions invested in a lot of different places when it came to them trying to keep faith in this energy. I ain't even gonna say the razzling and dazzling just yet, but it's a possibility of some razzle dazzle out here. King of Swords. Four of Wands, Six of Wands. That's a King of Swords that wanted some type of victory when it came to them being seen as some type of role model, some type of public recognition or something like that. Yeah, somebody had mental clarity that something came along with a contract or a partnership. It had to be some type of agreement or something like that. Again, untraditional, though. An untraditional agreement or something like that is what I'm hearing. It's something with holding somebody steady, though. Holding somebody still, like avoidance. This King of Swords was avoiding it. When it came to this victory, some type of homecoming, proposal, community energy. Again, due to a lack of foresight. And with this Six of Wands, it's something that was publicly seen when it came to the way that somebody was doing something, the actions that they was taking. It's really given that somebody was like out in the open with whatever it was that they was doing. And again, now they burdened. It's some type of burdens that's being seen in the public due to whatever type of abusive relationship, pain, sorrows. Like, I'm telling you, some was seen. Some was seen. What's this Ace of Wands? You got Four of Swords and came out sideways. We're going to go on here and put it in the upright. Somebody took action to lay a situation to rest. Retreat from a situation. Step back from it. Think on it. Heavy contemplation taking place. You got the Queen of Swords right next to that. So that speaks of somebody gaining mental clarity. Stepping back to gain mental clarity. Stepping back to view the situation for exactly what it is. Because it's given that you knew that you were stable all alone, all by yourself. You didn't need this other individual tied to you. If they was going to be there, that was going to be a plus. But goddammit, you didn't need them to be there. It's something with you having high hopes in the situation. You know, that one day something was going to be successful. But see, also with this Eight of Pentacles over here, somebody was real focused on, you know, stepping into some type of authoritative position in a just way. So that they would be able to properly protect themselves. You got the Strength card. Your energy all day. You know, this speaks of somebody. I'm hearing something about training to be a natural leader. How the fuck you do that? Okay, somebody is training to be a leader or something like that, or somebody was working underneath another person who they felt like had some type of strength or some type of courage, or it's something with some type of abilities or something like that. Yeah, somebody was trying to build up some type of resilience or something like that, so they had the strength again to invest in this new conflict, like some Ten of Swords energy either way. And some type of brutal ending or some type of painful ending that took place with this balancing out energy, you know, to this Nine of Pentacles with this Magician. Again, somebody ran out of time to take some type of action. What's this Ten of Swords? You got Five of Wands, Queen of Wands. So with this Five of Wands, this speaks of somebody releasing a situation, walking away from it, leaving it out in the cold. Somebody put an end to some type of illusions or something like that. Or again, this might even be some type of spell work or something when it comes to this Queen of Wands. This Queen of Wands was real focused and determined on taking some type of action, some type of forward movement or something like that. When it comes to this King of Swords, having this mental clarity about this contract, you got a Page of Swords. So this Queen of Wands in the thinking, this Queen of Wands is the one trying to hurry up and think of something. This Queen of Wands felt like she had all different kind of ways, you know what I mean, that she would be able to get this victory again, and was operating in some type of demonic energy, some type of devil-like energy. But again, that hoe can't see either. This bitch just running off of pure, you know what I mean, adrenaline or whatever the fuck she running off of. What was that? In regret now. I'm going to put that on in the deck because I dropped that out after the fact. But we got Ten of Pentacles and the Fool card. This Queen of Wands was very focused on some type of stability or something like that that came along with a situation. This Queen of Wands, wanted to, it's something with somebody wanting to be seen again as some type of royal figure or something like that. And again, not willing to accept defeat, like they don't care. But somebody ain't, they skipped that heart chakra activation. It's something somebody is supposed to deal with. It's like you got an Empress that took a risk and laid something to rest. Once you had the mental clarity, what's going on with this Fool card energy? I already said it to you, shit. You could do that shit all by yourself. You got a Hermit and a Hangman. So somebody took a risk to do some type of soul searching. They was led to some type of task at hand, something somebody needed to do, you know what I mean, focus on in order to step into this authoritative position, like I said, in a rightful manner. It's some type of mastery that was brought to somebody's attention or something like that. Again, with this divine guidance. Hangman energy. Somebody gained a new perspective. A new perspective about strength. A new perspective about influence. And it's something that somebody was invested in. Like that somebody, they let go. They released it again. They wasn't viewing it the same way that they was viewing it before. What's this Hangman energy? What's the Hangman? There's a High Priestess that jumped. She ain't come on out. Clarify the Hangman for Leo. You have Tower. So this Tower energy speaks of sudden change, upheaval, chaos when it came to this Ten of Swords. In this Nine of Pentacles. Somebody, it's some type of brutal ending. I'm telling you, somebody was trying to manifest a brutal ending for somebody else's lifestyle. And that shit didn't work. It didn't work at all. Two of Pentacles actually put them in a position where they was juggling. See, they wanted you to feel like you had so much stuff going on, like multiple priorities. Again, that you will walk away from all of the different opportunities or something like that. Page of Cups in the reverse. There's some type of creative blockages, though, when it comes to this Queen of Wands. Because, again, she had a bunch of wishful thinking when she thought that she was going to be able to block you off or something like that. Creative blockages when it comes to this King of Pentacles as well, too. Because this King of Pentacles trying to figure out how to get this success. You know what I mean? How to get this celebration. How to get this victory in the situation when it comes to this group of people. It might be somebody on a couple's ass or something like that. Look, lover's dynamic when it comes to this Ten of Pentacles, this victory. Somebody took something or something. They stole something or something. Somebody was operating in some type of energy they wasn't supposed to be in. Some conniving shit. There's lovers in this Ten of Pentacles. There's some type of contribution or something like that. Again, wealth on a big level. What somebody was supposed to invest into a situation. This also speaks of like family generations. This also gonna be like somebody's divine inheritance and different things like that as well too. Give me more on this King of Wands. What's going on with this King of Wands? Four of Cups sideways. This King of Wands starting to realize this risk that they took when they laid some shit to rest with this Queen of Swords. That's nonsense in this King of Pentacles position. Because, see, they thought they had got away with something, but now this shit a lot more challenging than what they imagined it was going to be. Damn. You got Three of Cups in the reverse. Somebody wasn't paying attention, you know what I mean, to that this 3 was a crowd. When they go internal, you know what I mean, the soul searching and what it is that they was working on, somebody felt like they worked real hard and got minimum reward for it. This speaks of as well somebody having some type of addictions, you know what I mean, alcoholism even. Somebody had a whole lot of wishful thinking when it came to this Three of Cups. So this third party energy, whatever the fuck it was they thought they was going to do. Emperor in the reverse, look, tyrant energy. Somebody was being real reckless. Real obnoxious. They lacked discipline. And again, they happened to release some type of mindset or something like that that they had about them being able to have this strength, you know, that, yeah, they can't contribute shit. 9 of Cups. These goals, this satisfaction. A tower done happened to that shit. It's been some type of brutal ending, some type of painful ending. Or again, this Emperor in the reverse might be going through some type of form of mental breakdown or something like that. You got a double tower out in this motherfucker. They having a tower on the outside and the inside. Knight of Cups. Somebody thought that they were charming. They was trying to be too charming. It's something about them learning, you know what I mean, that they did something too excessively when it came to these multiple priorities. Somebody may have had some type of financial loss or something like that. You got the Sun card. These creative blockages is being illuminated. You know, somebody was satisfied being in this charming energy. And it's like they ain't able to do that shit no more. They don't seem so charming. What is this Sun card energy? What's the Sun card? 6 of Swords. The 6 of Swords speaks of somebody deciding to walk away from a situation. Not walk away, but, you know, leave a situation behind. Choose calmer waters. This speaks of letting go of the excess baggage. Again, giving somebody the things that don't belong to them when it comes to this King of Pentacles. In all these different ways. This King of Pentacles think about letting this shit go. So something done changed and now they in regret. It was quick change, active movement, some type of rapid communication or something like that that took place. And somebody feel as if they have to defend themselves or they know they got to defend themselves, or it's something with somebody protecting their family. And again, with this King of Cups sitting up here in the upright, you know what I mean? Somebody is really in regret. Right next to the 4 of Cups. That's what's consuming another person. That's what they, you know, sitting deep in their thoughts. That's why they're not paying attention to anything else, because they too busy stuck in the past. What's going, what do the fuck, you know what I mean? You got 10 of Wands. This 10 of Wands speaks of somebody being burdened. by this third party energy. And what's being what's is being brought to their attention is whatever it was that they was working on in order to step into this authority, or even what they seen as some type of authoritative position, is why they feeling weighed down. You got Knight of Pentacles. This Knight of Pentacles speaks of somebody sticking with some type of routine. Somebody holding back, you know, with this Emperor in the reverse. That tyrant energy. Somebody was doing whatever it was that they felt like they wanted to do. They was refusing to gain a new perspective. In Nine of Swords energy, they now in regret, despair, hopeless. Somebody is having some type of issues when it comes to them sleeping at night. They might be having some type of nightmares or something like that too. Somebody may have even been holding on to some type of nightmare that they had when it came to this Nine of Cups. And them trying their hardest not to let it manifest. They actually manifested that shit quite quickly for themselves. Knight of Wands. Somebody regret rushing in with this offer. They regret rushing in with this proposal. They regret all this juggling that they was doing, because now they ass left out in the cold. They left with all them different illusions, all them different options that they thought they had. Six of Cups energy. The Six of Cups energy speaks. Somebody rushed in to somebody from the past or something like that. Yeah. But it's given that, again, this situation is being released or something. Like somebody is letting something go. At first, somebody wasn't letting something go. They was holding on to it so that they could return. But with this demonic, this devil card, yeah. This demonic energy is more so... Give me one more. Judgment. Ace of Cups. New beginning. So it's a demonic energy that want to release some type of King of Pentacles. Or even some type of... It's like the positioning, the way that they are seen. In order to explore something new when it comes to, again, the success, this victory. Because somebody is not able to tell where a situation is going. But things getting tight. It's getting tight. And whatever little demonic shit somebody had going on when it came to this devil card energy and this Ace of Cups, this new beginning, this heightened intuition and spirituality, where something changed with this lovers dynamic and this Ten of Pentacles. Judgment done been called on the situation is what changed. So the higher ups has gotten involved. Somebody is seeking some type of forgiveness or something like that. Look, you got a Page of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Two of Wands, Five of Swords, High Priestess energy. Somebody has to make a difficult decision on what action to take. Because see, with this Page of Pentacles speaks of somebody figuring out that they have a skill and using the skill that they have in order to manifest different opportunities for themselves, different financial opportunities for themselves. This is the beginning of a business or the start of something, you know, that could be stable for a person. Bring in finances. And you have Ace of Pentacles. This Ace of Pentacles is some, you know what I mean, paying off an actual opportunity, a big opportunity that with this Two of Wands, somebody is moving forward on, somebody expanding on. Somebody going ahead, you know what I mean, jumping off that bridge again. Multiple priorities, something opened up for a person. And you have Two of Swords. This some type of decision or some type of standstill somebody is doing. This could even speak of a being in two different places, like two different minds when it comes to this High Priestess energy. Somebody who holds some type of sacred knowledge, some type of inner knowing, somebody who trusts themselves. Again, guided by wisdom or something like that is what I'm hearing as well. But yeah, okay. They tried it to fuck around and find out what's worse than Leo. But that was your read.